Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sarah. I'm super excited. In this video, I'm going to be doing a review of the new Natasha Denona Zendo eyeshadow palette. So if you're interested, keep watching and let's do it. Alright, this is the new Natasha Denona Zendo palette. This is a 15 pan palette. So yes, we got blessed with another $65 palette. Thank you, Natasha. Thank you. This is a 15 pan palette. It has a 24-month shelf life. It is made in Italy, cruelty free, paraben free, mineral oil free. So let's open her up and get some close-ups. This is the packaging. Very nice packaging. If you do not like the packaging with fingerprints, you're going to have a little issue with that, but I don't mind. I love it. Just a little swipe of cloth and those fingerprints are gone. I will give you some close-ups of this palette. You're going to have a bunch of warm tones. You're going to have some cool tones. Really pretty, really pretty. This is going to be in the same size as some of her other $65 palettes, which is like the bronze palette. They're the same in size. So these are all new 15 pressed pigments. So let's do some swatches. I'm going to do the first row first. The first shade I'm going to swatch is called Mindful, which is a medium cinnamon color. Look at that pigment. The next one is called Luster, which is a bronze gold. So pretty. Then we're going to have Balance, which is a medium caramel. Then we'll have Flow, which is a medium, a silver blue teal. I love this shade. So pretty. Then we're going to have Mantra, which is the last shade in that row, which is a greenish teal. So pretty. The second row in the palette, we're going to have Aura, which is a orange red. So pretty. Look at that. Then the next shade is called Vigor. It's a red coral. Look how pretty those shades are. Pigmented, 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 buttery, smooth. Yes. So the next shade we're going to pick up is called Relief. It is a medium pink coral shade. Then we'll have Equilibrium, which is a dark silver teal color. Then you're going to have Breathe, which is a pastel pink. Then the last row in the palette, we're going to have Scents, which is a pink copper. Then we'll have Tranquil, which is a warm rose. I love the shade. It is so pretty. Look at that color. So pretty. Then we'll have Calm, which is a pastel peach color. And then you're going to have Yama, which is a bronze with green reflex. So pretty. So a lot of these shades you can get a really light eye look, or you could build up the depth of that color and get a real intense look. So the last shade in the palette is called Zeal, which is a army green color. So pretty. So that's all just one swatch. I could see so many people using this palette because of the fact that there's so many it's such a nice shade range, and you're going to have these pops of colors to use on an everyday basis. You could get these real toned down eyeshadow looks, or you can really build up that color and get those really bold eyeshadow looks. Alright guys, now let's start playing with this palette. So you ready? Ready, set, eyes. Let's do it. Alright guys, I'm so excited to dig into this palette. So I'm going to take Mantra first, which is that dark greenish teal color. And I'm just going to pick up that color and place it on my outer third. Ooh, that's pigment. I'm going to try to play with as many colors as I can. I'm going to flip my brush over, and I'm going to pick up the shade Vigor. I'm going to place it right next to the other shade. Just pack that color in. I'm going to go back and blend, but right now I'm just pressing color. So I'm really building up this color, and it's building up really nicely. So it looks like you could get just a light wash of color and then build it up to have that deeper tone. Before I do metallics, I'm going to try to, I'm gonna diffuse some of this color before I place some metallics. So I'm gonna take Breathe, and I will just focus this right here, and I'm going to buff this up and out. That's pretty. That is a pretty color. I like that. Then I'm going to take the color Relief, and I'm going to buff right above this other shade. So that's 4 mattes I used so far. And then I'm going to use some metallics. Let's see how these metallics look. First, I think I'm going to use a wet brush. Slightly damp brush. And I'm going to pick up the shade Tranquil. Pack that on my brush. And I'm going to place this right here. That is so pretty. So pretty. Kind of buff it up a little bit into those other shades. I'll place it right there. And then I will buff it up. That's so pretty. I'm going to flip my brush over and I'm going to use the shade Flow. I'm going to put that in my inner third. This one's a little bit more lighter in pigment. Let's see if I can get some more. I really want to darken this color up or deepen it up. That color is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Beautiful. Look at those shades. So pretty. Then I'll just go back in with my blender and I'm gonna go with Breathe, whatever's left on my brush. I'm gonna blend all these in just to soften it up a little bit. I'm gonna take this Makeup Geek eyeliner. This one is in Ultramarine, and I'm going to put it on my outer third right here. And then I will put a little bit on the top and kind of use that as a base. I'm gonna get me an angled brush and I'm gonna go back in with Mantra and just go on top of that shade with that color. And really build it up right there. And then I'm going to go in with Breathe and I will buff as much as I want. And as you can see, I left a little space right here, a little gap. I was thinking about filling it in with another liner, but I think I'm just going to go straight in with Vigor and see if that works as a liner. So I'm going to go right on top of the other shade. See how that works without laying anything down underneath. And then you could go back in and you can deepen up whatever you want to deepen up. Step back, look at the situation. I'm going to go in with my little buffer again and start buffing everything. Make sure everything is seamless. Everything is kind of blended in. I think I'm going to use that Flow color. Let's see what it looks like underneath. So pretty. I'll put a little Tranquil too underneath there. Right in the center. Then I'll use the Obsidian eyeliner from Makeup Geek. It's a black eyeliner and I'm going to do the rest. I'll make it meet that green. And I'll tight line with that. Alright, I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup. I'm going to put on some lashes and I'll be right back. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Overall, I really love this palette. I would recommend this palette to anyone that loves Natasha Denona's formula and they collect her palettes like myself. I absolutely love her formula. It's just, if you haven't tried a Natasha Denona eyeshadow, then you do not know what I'm talking about. But if you have, then you know what I'm talking about. It's just superb. It's on another level. She has her eyeshadows or just the next level. The quality of her eyeshadows is amazing. So overall, if you're a Natasha Denona fan, I would recommend this palette. Also, if you like to have those one and done palettes, obviously it doesn't really have too much of an inner quarter highlight, brow bone highlight, but overall is a pretty palette to use on an everyday basis. I could see an everyday working woman using this palette, and only this palette. If you want a pop of color, it has that pop of color. If you want to stick to the neutrals, the browns, for every day, you could absolutely get away with it. So I can honestly say I could absolutely recommend this to anyone. Anyone could use this eyeshadow palette and get a good use of it. You have your warm tones, you have your cool tones. So it's a great range of colors and shades that can be used on a normal everyday basis. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed my review and my tutorial. Until next time, y'all stay blessed.